Okay, so today we're doing this tie, which sometimes gets called the blue harness, as opposed to the red harness, which looks very similar to this, but it's tied around the back. Let's go! Calm down.
What can I say?
Starting with a single column tie around the waist. And then we go into a compact position. By the way, if you want all the ins and outs and all that stuff about arm position, check out the video about the red harness, because that goes into a lot of detail. Does that come here for you?
Yeah, it's good.
Awesome. So I'm coming up the middle here, and there's variations of this. This is variation number 1. We go around to make a cuff around the wrists. And then we make a munter hitch between all of this. But because I'm going to use a lot of L frictions and all this, I'm going to modify this into an L friction. This is nice, but there are a few downsides to it. So this is good for people who want to feel like they're being restrained in arm support harness. Downside though, we're creating a bunch of wraps around the body, which are very big because they're around the whole body, but then we've got this small wrap around the wrist, so it can be that it tightens down more on the forearms here than anywhere else, which is not ideal, obviously. It also means we're starting lower, which means that these wraps are going to creep low down the arms. So it's got its pros, got its cons. So for right now, we're just going to do the standard version. No. So go around the middle, and then finally the base of the deltoid muscle. Deltoid muscle runs down here. I'm going in this relatively tight. On the back, I'm going underneath the shoulder blades. Back onto the deltoid again, all tight. Over and under. Add a little tension. Notice that will tighten these lines as well, so I need to go tighter when I go back. Go back. Very nice. And then time for friction. Over and on one side. Underneath. And I'll just make that into a little L friction. Then we go and do our bottom wraps. So still want to be relatively tight, but a little bit looser than our top wraps. I'm just going to add on whilst we're going around. Now I'm joining on the back here. The thing is if this were being used for face up, this would be a terrible place to join on because I'm putting a knot right on a sensitive area. But as it currently stands, I'm going to be thinking about using this as more of a side suspension, so I'm not feeling like that's going to be too much of an issue. Straight underneath the stem. Okay, so a little tip: if you're tying like a torlo, like the person I'm tying, you're going to have a lot of stem to fill out. So there's no harm in wrapping around the stem as you come through. You're just adding a little bit of body to it. Nice. Ah, the service is awesome. Go underneath there. Time for another L friction underneath. Now I'm going to be real with you, you can get away with just doing one L friction, but it looks all kinds of weird if you don't double it up on the other side as well. Nice. So, as it currently stands, we have a bunch of wraps which are enough to support the person I'm tying. I've done this on you plenty of times and this has been supportive enough. The problem is that it's only connected, it's only stopping from being slipped up by just this and a very long stem on it. So what we need to at this point is we need to add some reinforcement to stop it from moving. So let's see how to do that. Now, we're going to go in between arm and the body. And I'm going to slip this up your chest. I'll just show you that again from the side. So if I just try and push it in there, it's going to be quite hard, and I don't really want you to be moving your arm up because then that's going to upset all the wraps. So hold a bit of tension on this side, hold tension on this side, and I apply tension as it goes through the gap so it slips up nicely. Take the first set of wraps and make a turn around it like this, flatten that out, and then I'm going to add a munter hitch to the top one. And this skin likes to get involved, so just clear that skin out as we go through and check that's nice and taut. Make it diagonally across the back here. Very nice, very nice. And then we continue down here. So, I wrap, I'll make a turn rather, make a turn. We're going to go back up over this one at the top. Come through on the outside, squeezing them together, and then they can now come to the stem. So I want to make my way up the other side and come down to finish off. I'm going to feed this through here. And that can be my little turning point. And again, I'm doing the whole backwards forwards thing to get underneath the arm so it doesn't cause you other problems. Same thing on this other side. Wrap. Flatten out. And then a munter hitch at the top. Little munter hitch where we put it past each other. We've got a tiny bit more to finish off with this one, so I'm just going to add a half length on. And again, make a turn. Make a turn. Go to the top and do a little weird diagonal thing to create a connection between them that looks quite pretty. Tighten that up. And then my little chums, we're almost done. Coming back to the centre to finish things off. And then I've got this to burn up, some ideas. We can come back to a starting point. Wrap in the bite so that can't come undone. I've got enough to go around my partner's waist. Come out. You come underneath. Now I can bring this in with some kind of friction. How you feeling?
Good. Secure.
Good. At this point, in terms of pre-flight checks, we can press these wraps, just make sure there's no skin in here, make sure that's not too bunched up on the forearms. Yeah, looking good. That is the loop on this. Thanks for watching. You can support free rope education by joining our Patreon. In the meantime, if you want to know more about suspension, check out this video about the dragon harness.